Hello viewers, I want to talk today about Pakistani community in USA and how we are doing, what we are doing right, and how we can improve. So I'm actually very proud of my Pakistani brothers and sisters. We are doing really well in United States. We are in top five, either number 4 or 5 for highest household median income. India is number one. We are not number one, and we have the potential to be. So let's first talk about why we are doing so well. I also want to share that white Americans are, their household income is less than ours. I believe Pakistanis were around 104, 105,000 a year, and Indians are like around 145, and I think white are around 75 to 80. And top 5 are mostly Asian communities. I believe there's Filipino in there, Japan is in there. So how we are thriving. First of all, all the educated people came to US, and US is very smart in picking up who they are going to give visa and who can stay as a citizen. So majority of the time you'll see the profession that Pakistani people have here are doctors. Of course, doctors are paid very well in America. Then anything to do with computers, like computer programmers, information technology, computer systems, and they are very well paid also. And then we see a lot of Pakistani Americans doing business and doing really lucrative businesses. In fact, I live in Florida. In fact, in Jacksonville, Florida, their football team, I believe it's football, not basketball team, it's owned by a Pakistani American, and he's very rich. And I believe Ethan Allen, which is a very big furniture company, I think it's owned by a Pakistani too. Maybe he's Indian, I'm not 100% sure. That's why I'm so pro education. When a person is educated, the possibilities they have in life becomes endless. Second thing is our work ethics. So Pakistanis and actually most Asians have excellent work ethics. I remember when I came here and I was trying to find a residency training program. It's not easy for medical graduates outside of United States. So a lot of people try to get try to work with a doctor here so they can get accepted. So I was able to find a really good position in University of Michigan, which is a very good school. And the attending was actually Indian. She was a very nice lady. And she told me I was working very hard as usual. That's in my work ethics. That's I got it genetically and also inherently from being a Pakistani. So she told me that my daughter is same age as you, and I wish she had your work ethics. And at that time I didn't understand it, but now I see it. Like our work ethics, even my kids, they have that work ethics, but I think our desire and drive to succeed is just like out of this world. I see it in Indians and other Asian communities too. So we work just extremely hard, and we take pride in our work, and we enjoy working. Third is our culture. Believe it or not, Asian cultures are meant for success. When two people are married, when it's a married household and kids are growing in that household, they do better than single households or single parent households. They just tend to do better. The incomes are combined, workload is shared. So in our culture, marriage is the norm, even though in American culture and most Western culture, marriage is not the norm, even though things are changing slightly. But I think because of our traditional values, it just really helps us thrive better and thrive and succeed in society. So how can we do better this, and why Indians are doing so much better than any other ethnicity? So what I have seen, the difference between Pakistanis, at least I can share the difference between Pakistanis and Indians, is that there are four reasons that Indians are number one. And we share some of the reasons. That's why we are on the top also. So they have great work ethics. They put a lot of emphasis on education, just like us. They are very frugal. Pakistanis are just not frugal. We love to spend money. We love to spend money on luxuries, and we live a life of luxury. So Indians have really big houses here too, just like Pakistanis, but they invest in wisely. They will buy big houses, but they will not buy that many clothes. They will not day to day. They will be very frugal. Of course, I'm talking about majority. Please don't get mad at me if you are an Indian. And I'm going to share an article written by an Indian, and he shared the same things. And then, of course, their marital values and culture. So where we can improve and we can be number one is improving our values, family values. So what I've seen in Indian family, and if you are an Indian living in America, please comment. And if you are a Pakistani living in America, please comment whether you agree with me or whether you have a different point of view. I would love to hear different point of views and what is your opinion. So what I have seen in Indian families is that their divorce rate is low. In Pakistani families, divorce rate is going higher, and I think it's much higher. So many of my friends are divorced, and Indian families, it's not. People stay married. So for what I have seen is that an Indian couple, it's more of a friendship. And like Pakistani couple, because we are Muslims, it's more of a boss and subordinate. So wife is more of a subordinate and husband is more of a boss. And wife has to obey the husband. And that's what they believe. That's what the religion teaches. So it's not like more of a friendship. So husband can boss wife around. He can tell, usually that's very typical, that husbands tell wife how to wear, what not to wear, not to go out with friends, like those kind of things. Like wives don't have a lot of freedom. And especially the bossing around part, especially if the wife is educated, financially independent and financially free, then she think that why I need to be bossed around and why I need to obey my husband. I would rather go for divorce. And also other thing about like Pakistani men here in America, and I'm pretty sure everywhere, is that they will boss their wife around, and they'll tell her not to wear this, not to do this, not to do that, and they will do the same thing with girls on outside. So cheating is so common in Pakistani community here. Literally, it's very common. So they are telling their wife not to do those things, and then they are cheating with women outside. A lot of time, American women, they are telling their wife not to do the things, and they are going for the women who are doing exactly same things. So that's very hypocritical. And it's like women will be okay with bossing around as long as husband is doing his part and not cheating. So a lot of marriages have broken here because of either cheating or domestic violence. I pray that my Pakistani community continue to thrive and continue to remain tax paying, very high tax paying, and productive members of American society.